Hello, how are you doing this evening?
Very well.
Wonderful. My name is Jeffrey Stevenson, and today I'll actually be talking to you about being a church accountant. A church accountant was talking to his friend on his deathbed. Just before the church accountant dies, he tells his friend to send the body to the IRS with the attached envelope. The friend, out of curiosity, wants to read the letter. The letter says, "There, now you have everything." First, working with the church is very rewarding. Even Jesus himself had a treasure. Finances in the church are very important. Working with the church, any church, is very important. As the church has grown, it has become more like a business today, and we will discuss how the church is God's business. And also how it's important for us to understand the financial side of the church's business. According to the Bama study, 3,500 to 4,000 churches close their doors each year. Some of those close due to unstable financial responsibility. This should really bother some of you. This means that there are souls not being saved. There are people not being reached. There are communities not being touched because churches are closing due to unstable finances. Working for the church for me has been rewarding, and we are the people who help keep the church on track and keep the doors open and the communities fed. As I have grown up in the church and have a lot of roots in the church, I have a passion for seeing the church grow and seeing the church thrive. And also seeing the success of the church. From the time I was 12 years old, and I knew that my work and my life would always be in and development process of the church. And today, I work for the church and dealing with the finances of the church. And it feels good to know that I can help spread the word by doing my part in the church. It is important for a volunteer or paid church staff to understand what is expected of them. Today I will show you how the role of the church accountant and or church assistant plays a very prominent role in the church and the building and the growth of the church, where the accountant fits in to the church. Internal accounting controls are essentially in properly managing and caring for God's resources. According to the free church accounting website, proper handling of money is very important to the churches of all ages. Also, according to the Bible in Proverbs 22:7, the borrower is the slave to the lender. It is okay for the church to borrow, but we must also remember it is the responsibility of the church finance officer to make sure that these funds are paid, and also not paid just in full, but also paid on time. It is by us putting out our name into financial industries that they help the church out and give the church money when the church needs money. But what they look at is they look at how the church is paying those bills, whether it be on time, in installments, and also being paid in full. And it is that church accountant that takes care of those responsibilities. So by doing this, it helps the church to grow, because by the church being able to build and feed and being able to nourish the community through the things that is being done. Also, the federal government gives the church money. As the church is a nonprofit organization, it looks at the church's financial stability and also where the church finances are being paid to, and also how much money is being taken in. This is all a part of the accountant's responsibility. The duties of the church accountant are specific to your church and policy and procedure to the church that you attend. But there is no set standard. According to the churchforum.com, however, here are just some basics, and I'll just read a few of them off for you. To provide financial services to the church members and professional church staff. To prepare quarterly giving statements. To enter weekly contributions. To general fund, building fund, special funds, and donor designated funds. To prepare annual contribution letters to church members. to keep confidential all financial contribution information, to enter all invoices submitted for payment, cut checks, submit to the treasurer for a signature and preparing for mailing, to balance check accounts and investment accounts, and to submit reconciliation for treasurer for signature, to submit to the church treasurer and church administrator a listing of all checks written during that month, to prepare monthly reports for the church, board, and individual ministry teams, to process payroll, to prepare monthly, quarterly, and yearly payroll tax forms, making necessary deposits, and prepare W-2s for the year end, prepare yearly budget, draft a review and adoption by the church board, to back up the computer system, to prepare for and cooperate with those appointed to perform a yearly audit of the financial records of the church, to prepare year-end financial reports for annual meetings, and to perform other necessary and related work as be assigned. Sometimes these tasks may be split up into different groups or different areas. This is just a summation that they have put together to give us some type of idea of what the accountant does.